between the linebacker, both of the linebackers, and he's got to come up and make the receiver pay for the catch.
That's what that Eagle defense has to do all day today, huh?
Definitely. You have to stop the run. And I bet you they give it a run.
This is Biner.
You would have been up there right then, wouldn't you?
Yes, definitely. When they spread you out like that, they just want to run the ball. They don't want to pass. And when they do pass the ball, they're going to basically run slants and flats. They don't want to. They want to spread the defense out so the running back can pick his lane. And that's what they did just then. And Bowman decided to go outside.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Andre. Good luck to you, and it'll be good to see you back.
Thank you, Coach Matt.
Okay.
Well, when you talk about making a hit, there's a guy who'll make a hit.
You know, Joe Gibbs was talking about Andre Waters last night, and he said, you know, the amazing thing about him, he could be 10 or 12 yards deep, and you would think he couldn't get there, and he'd make the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Ripping a Biner. Biner struggled down to about the 17, got 3 yards. Tommy Jeter starting to play more for the Eagles and play better for the Eagles up to make the stop.
Yeah, there's Randall Cunningham, and the next Keith Byers, one of his best friends. And again, a guy that as a tight end or any kind of receiver makes Cunningham feel very comfortable. In fact, they both use that word. He said, when Byers is in there or around me, I feel comfortable. And Byers says, I always feel comfortable when Randall is looking for me to throw me the ball.
And he makes sure, Byers does, that he can find it. Here's Rippman back to throw it. Maybe. Clark. Wrestled to the ground by Otis Smith. A gain of 7. Should be a first.
I tell you, it starts off with very good protection. That's the thing you have to do against this Eagle front four. You have to pass protect. Now he had so much time that he was able to throw the ball. Clyde Simmons got up in the air. Rippon was able to bring it back, recock it, and get it out there again to Gary Clark. Now that was a heck of a play by Mark Rippon and Gary Clark, but excellent pass protection by the entire Redskin offensive line.
First quarter running down. No score yet. On first down, Rippon rolls right. Throws back left. I think he threw it to the A in the Eagles in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, he was coming on a bootleg. See, the back will go to the left. He's going to bootleg out here to the right. He's looking for number 89, Terry Orr, on this side. You see Orr right there? He's covered. Now he has to come back to his second or third read. That's the good news. The bad news is, to do it, he has to throw all the way across his body. But they're starting to look for Terry Orr now.
And so are the other teams.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The other teams know that Terry Orr is the guy they try and go to down here.
Rippon. Shovel pass to Biner. Biner down to about the 4, but a flag down on the play. He got 8 yards, but it's going to be, from the indication so far, against the Redskins. It is. Dale Hamer is the referee.
Now the shovel pass, as you say, is a forward pass. Joe Gibbs is pulling out all stops. He goes to waggle, comes back with a shovel.
An eligible receiver, number 76, downfield on the offense. Still second down.
See, and because it's a forward pass, you can't go downfield. Now 76 is the right tackle, Ed Simmons. Now, because it's a forward pass, you can't run downfield. See, right at that point there, here's Simmons downfield. And, of course, because it is a shovel pass and it is a forward pass, then a lineman can't go downfield before the ball is snapped, or before the ball is thrown.
The first penalty today, 2nd and 20. Monk is split out wide to the right by himself. Underneath the Sander. Not much. Joyner was the first man to hit him. The defensive coordinator for the Eagles, Bud Carson. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. Washington nothing, Philadelphia nothing.
We're on our way to a Toyota
Toyotathon record. What's the word on trucks, Tricia?
They're really moving, Squire.
Toyota's got the incentives to buy now. We're moving them out in record numbers.
Tell me again, how much did you save?
I saved about $2,500.
How did you do that?
I got a great deal and a break on options.
Terrific.
Now is the time to save in a great selection of tough Toyota trucks, ranked best compact pickup and initial quality. And the big news at your Toyota dealer is the big new T100.
Get to your Toyota dealer now.
The Toyotathon Challenge is on and you're still sitting there?
Panasonic presents a unique and highly evolved Smooth Operator. The new Smooth Operator 2 with float control is the only razor to unite the comfort of twin independent floating heads with the closeness of a warm, wet shave. Don't try this with any plugged-in razor. The new Smooth Operator wet-dry razors from Panasonic. Smoother than you ever thought you would be.
I'm on the road every day of the week, making over a dozen stops along my route, so I know the value of good brakes. I've got a lot of little lives depending on them. And when I'm out on the road with my family, our lives depend on good brakes. That's why I depend on Meineke.
At Meineke, we do brakes, and we do them right. We analyze the whole system, pinpoint the problem, and fix it, period.
No matter why you're on the road, you can depend on brakes from Meineke. I do.
Well, I sure could get used to this.
Yeah, well, don't get too attached to that chair. We're going to be back in action in a couple of weeks.
What chair?
Raven returns January 2nd.
At Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. Washington nothing. Philadelphia nothing. First quarter stats pretty even. One penalty, no turnovers. Third down, Redskins at about the 17.5-yard line of Philadelphia. 16 they need for a first.
This is where the Redskins have been having a tough time once they get inside the 20-yard line.
Ripping to throw it. Gets it over the middle to run. Middleton gets to about the 12. Knocked backwards, no first down. Low Miller will have to come on.
Of course, that was the pass rush there. That, you know, Reggie White was right there. Mike Flores was right there. And Rippon had to throw that ball. You watch the pass rush here. You'll see 95 on one side, 92 on the other side. Rippon was just getting rid of that ball to avoid the sack.
Low Miller is good, and he adds to his league-leading total by 3 from 29 yards out. The Redskins lead it 3-0.
They're coming out. I always say this. Yeah, here they go.
And the winner is Ford Probe GT.
We recently accepted the Motor Trend Car of the Year award. But the real trophy is yours to take home. Ford Probe GT. A lean, carved shape. A button-down cockpit. Pure 24-valve performance. And now, Motor Trend Car of the Year.
Citizen, 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 elegant citizen, citizen, elegance. Oh, his citizen, one citizen with lots of citizen, elegant, elegant, perfectly elegant citizen. We've got elegance.
Enemy in the open.
If the communications data isn't programmed right, 5,000 troops could be cut off.
Enemy forces get her.
But I'd never let that happen to my brigade.
Just a hoot and a holler from Nashville's Grand Ole Opry is another place that's home to musicians from all over the world. It's Groon Guitars, where they sell rare and vintage instruments to everyone from Johnny Cash to Motley Crue. So if you go, remember, bring your pick and your Visa card. Because at Groon, you can take your licks on a 1939 Martin, but you can't take it home with American Express.
Yeah.
Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
This playoff summary is sponsored by Energizer.
This first in the NFC, the Cowboys, 49ers, and Saints are in. Cowboys lead the East. The wild card situation, a lot depends on today's game. The winner of this one gets in. We'll get you the AFC playoff picture after the kickoff. Lohmiller's kick. Handle about a yard deep in the end zone.